Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Brendan Lee with Consciousness and Skill Worldwide, founded by Peter Ralston. Welcome back. In this video, this is likely to be a short video, I want to talk to you about a relationship, an empowering relationship to feedback. Now, in the world of getting things done, in the world of learning and growing, feedback is essential. It's not necessarily comfortable, but it's definitely essential for learning, for growth, for personal growth, for anything where you want to improve a skill or make an adjustment or a change of some kind, because feedback tells you where you're at. It lets you know what's going on. It's the means by which you can assess that there's a correction to be made. You see, so it's this constant try something, get feedback, make a correction, try something else, get feedback, make a correction, try it again, get feedback, make a correction. That's learning, that's growing. I mean, you can also get feedback and then go in a wrong direction. You could also degrade. The feedback is essential in either case. Although it does seem easier to degrade than it does to learn and grow. You know, it's much quicker. You can destroy something much quicker than you can build it. That's just an aside. Okay? So this comes via Stuart Emery. He ran a organization back in the day called Actualizations. And he's written some books. I suggest you check them out because I think they're valuable, useful, and empowering. Okay, so Stuart Emery, so basically he had a story, to help show this aspect where, say I believe it's lasagna, okay? Say you want to master lasagna. All right? You want to be a lasagna master. And you make some lasagna, and then you give it to somebody. Yeah, look what I made. Here you go. You give it to somebody, and then they take a bite, and they chew it, and then they like, you know what would make this better? Just a little bit more salt, and then it would be perfect lasagna, right? And then you can imagine telling this to somebody you love, or like your loved one, right? Or your spouse, or your intimate partner, whomever. They do all this work, they cook this lasagna, they give it to you, you take a bite and you say, just a little more salt and it'd be perfect, right? And I believe in the story, it's like, well, then you'd be wearing the lasagna. You'd be pissed. Okay? So now, what's the deal? You just got some feedback. You made the lasagna. Say, I made the lasagna. I got feedback. Oh no, I get angry. Right? So in the example, it could be one of two things. Here's one scenario. One, the person who gave you the feedback is an idiot. They have no idea what they're talking about. They're a total clown, and they don't know what they're talking about. Therefore, getting angry and upset at somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about is inappropriate. Because why would you get upset with somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about? Because they don't know what they're talking about. So that's one scenario. They don't know what they're talking about. You get angry. Inappropriate. Or, another scenario, they do know what they're talking about. They are a lasagna master, or maybe they really understand lasagna. And their intent with giving the feedback the only intention was to make your lasagna better. Their intention was to improve your lasagna, otherwise why would they have told you? In that case also, getting angry is inappropriate. You see? So either way, the anger and the reactivity is inappropriate to the situation or the feedback. Now, okay? So that's the lasagna story via Stuart Emery. Now my take on that is, I want to dig in at least a little bit here. I get feedback often. Is it comfortable? No. Do I get my feelings hurt? Yes, I do. Does it bother me that my feelings are hurt? Well, yes, it bothers me to the degree which they are hurt, but also it doesn't bother me that my feelings are hurt or that I'm upset. Because in my mind, in my experience, the upset is not the important part. The important part is the feedback and the correction. Okay? So now I'm not saying that I don't ever get upset when I get feedback. Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes I experience hurt when I have the feedback. Ow! Or I experience a reaction. I'm like, well, what the fuck? Why are they telling me this? So screw them, you see. However, I do also have the wherewithal to consider that's my reaction to their feedback. And instead of focusing on the reaction or indulging in the reaction or going down that road, I may acknowledge the reaction, put it aside. Where does my focus go? Or where does it seem to me that the focus is best placed? It seems best placed in, what's valid about that feedback? Do they know what they're talking about? Could I improve from hearing it? Even if it comes from an idiot, could I improve? Is there any truth to what they say? Is there anything empowering in what they say? I can even sometimes I get feedback and my first reaction, I'm like, oh my God, this person, no, they're stupid. Like how blah, 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 blah. But I get over that and I go, okay, well, did they give me feedback? Can I make anything out of that? Often as not, I can. Even if that's not even what they intended. Maybe their intent was to, from their own perspective, try to coach me or, try to sway my thinking one way for their own selfish reasons or whatever they're up to. People have many, many different motivations for giving feedback. I can still make something useful and valuable out of it. And then who's responsible for that? Me. If I want to create that value, I've got to do it. So there you go. Okay? So that's pretty much what I have for you on that. I want you to consider that and consider in your interactions, or say you're at work or something like that. Your coworkers give you feedback. What do you do about that? Do you spend your time relating to your own reactivity, or do you spend your time trying to create value for yourself? Or do you distill the value, even if they hand you a big pile of poop? You go, well, is there anything valuable here? Sometimes not. Sometimes, okay, I consider, give it a fair shake. I go, no thanks, and toss it. That's also possible. But the value creation is on me. And I believe that this is an empowering relationship to feedback and correction. You see? Another place where I think this shows up likely is in the military. Somebody does something, it was incorrect, they get the feedback right away, and the feedback is harsh, and they go, yes sir, yes ma'am, got it, thank you, they move on. If they're hurt, doesn't matter. It's not the commanding officer's problem whether they're having upset about that. It's, will you make the correction or not? And I believe this is an empowering way to consider learning and feedback, because it pushes you to learn faster, grow faster, make corrections faster, and then get over a lot of the me aspects of learning, which I'm not denying that they occur. I'm just saying I want to invite you to a different way of relating to all of that business. Okay? So this is Brendan Lee with Consciousness and Skill Worldwide, founded by Peter Ralston. It's a short video today. If you want to get serious, you are invited to please check the links in the description. Come do more work with me or us, workshops, the whole shebang. Okay? Please create some value with this video in your life. Catch you later.